Hi there, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how we can create a pie chart in Illustrator and then use it in InDesign. So open Illustrator file. To find the pie chart tool or pie graph tool, if you cannot find it in the left menu, you can just click on this three dots or edit toolbar. In the top right corner, there is the option that we can change the toolbar to advanced. Then we have access to all the tools. So you need to just find the column graph tool. By left click on that, we can find all the different graph tools. In here, we are going to use pie graph tool. So just click on that. So next, we are going to draw a rectangular shape to create a pie chart, which later we can edit the size. Okay, as far as we create that, a new window that is up here that asks us all the data. So we need to copy the data. So for example, my data is here, so we can just press Ctrl C and then press Ctrl V in this table to copy all the data. Next step, we need to transpose row column. So by click on this option, it will transpose the row and column, and then just click on this check sign or apply. Okay, so we got an error, and the error is because the data that we copied contain percentage, and Illustrator cannot work with that. It just needed number. So we need to click on each of these cells, numbers, and delete the percentage sign, and just leave the number. Then click on the check, apply, and there it is. So, okay, so you can see my chart is created with a very simple black and white colors. The first step to make it more interesting and maybe colorful is just by clicking on the selection tool, draw a rectangle around everything or select all the objects and ungroup the elements. So to ungrouping, you need to hold down Control, Shift, and G. By holding Control Shift G, it asks us if you ungroup that, so you will no longer be able to access this graph style, which is fine. So let's click on yes, and there it is. So by select direct selection tool or the white arrow, you can see that we have access to each part of the pie chart separately because it's ungrouped. Okay, so to change the color, so for example here, select each color by holding down Shift. I select the color on the pie and in here, so then to changing the color, we need to go to swatches and simply select the color that we want. Can be any color. Okay. Next color, I just hold Shift and select these two parts. Let's apply another color for that. Shift and select. You can also use the same color but with different opacity. And hold Shift and select. Let's still keep the opacity. Oops. And by holding Shift and select the last part, let's select the green color with some opacity. Okay. So this is how it works, but also as you can see, the a black stroke doesn't look nice in the pie chart. So let's select all and just click on the stroke and then select none. So it will apply no stroke for all the parts. Okay, so the next step is I wanted to change the font for my text in here. So you can just select the text and edit the font. You can change the font style, you can change the font size, or even the color. So everything is up to you. So we can change everything here. Okay, so we can select this part. And move all of those. Okay, you can play with the corners. You can just move using the arrow key in the keyboard and set where we want it to be placed. Okay, so this is a simple pie chart. You can just create and color it. But as you see in the different examples, there are some examples of the pie charts that they have a hole in the center. Maybe you wanted to create that. So in that case, you can just simply click on the rectangle shape, left click, and then select ellipse tool. We wanted to draw a circle in the center of our pie graph. So go to the center, then draw a shape, circular shape. So while I'm drawing a circle, if you hold shift, it will create a perfect circle. And if you hold alt at the same time, it will keep this, the center of the circle is in place of the center that where you started to draw. So I'm holding shift and alt at the same time to draw a perfect circle growing from the center. Okay, so let me change the color of that. Okay, there it is. So it's easier to see. The next step to just create a hole in the center, so we need to select graph parts and also the black circle in the center. Then go and find shape builder tool, click on that. Then start to draw a line inside the black circle. So I'm just drawing a line starting from one part to the end. So there it is. So as far as I draw a line, I create a shape builder and there it is. So, oh, sorry, by using the white arrow, can simply move the circle and there is no more any part in the center of the graph. So we can just delete that black circle. Okay, this is how we can create this donut shape pie graph. Sometimes maybe you can see in some graphs, they just select some parts and move them apart, maybe add some text around that or a percentage. So because we already ungrouped the parts of the graph, so we can simply by using the white arrow or direct selection tool, play with each part. Okay, so let me just put this back and now I wanted to save the Illustrator file and then use it in InDesign. So it's very simple. You can just simply save the file, press Ctrl S or go to File and Save. You can save it as pie chart. There you need it. It will save as the Illustrator file. Okay, hit OK. Okay, so let's go to InDesign. For example, I need to place my pie chart in here. That's exactly the same as always we place any image. So we can simply go to File, find Place, or the short key for that is Control D. So I press Control D or click on the place. Then you need to just select the pie chart Illustrator file. And there it is. Everything is perfect. By right click on that and click on display performance, high quality. You can see the perfect quality of our pie chart. We can select it, hold Control Shift and resize it to the size that we need. I hope you find this video useful. Thank you for watching.